What's up, family and friends? Welcome to the Woke Nation, our nation of factual truth. Where we feel free to share knowledge and spread the knowledge of factual truth without fear, without favor, and without faint. Where myself encourage you to enjoy your life wherever you are because it's your life. Don't let anyone cage you, enslave you, be your master. No. Every form of slavery is evil. When I say evil, understand that I mean anti-nature. Whatever or whoever is against nature is evil. That's why those who invaded, kidnapped, killed, raped, imprisoned, colonized Africa, they are evil, the origin of evil. There is no evil in nature. What? How are you doing? There is no evil in nature. But nature. And you cannot corrupt nature successfully or permanently. It's temporary. It will not last. Unless maybe the natural people, the people enslaved, turn blind eyes like many black people or Africans have done through spirituality and religion. Because spirituality and religion actually will not let you know yourself. You'll be living in the illusion of self, illusion of the world, misinterpretation of what exists. You don't call things what they are. You begin to call them what you want them to be or what you believe they should be or what they taught you they should be. Instead of calling a spade a spade. In nature, we call a spade and not a garden tool. Call things what they are. Okay? But what I want to share with us is about marriage. I've spending a lot of time talking about it because they use it to chain us down, and as I said yesterday or whenever I speak on marriage makes men and women accomplice to slavery. For example, if you're against slavery but you are married, you are a hypocrite because marriage is also slavery. It's another form of slavery. So it's like you don't like the way somebody else is living, but you want that person to live the way you are living. You live your life, other people live their lives. And when you're talking about marriage, I've seen that most of our people, they think that we are just straight. So any marriage that is not straight is not accepted. Or any marriage that is not the one they embrace is not accepted. Like straight marriage or people that engage in straight marriage, they are against gay marriage. Why are you against gay marriage where you have your own straight marriage? Live and let live. You are straight. Okay. Others say they are not straight. Some are bisexual. So let people live the same way you are living. You stay in your lane, they stay in their lane. Understand that some of you will be like, oh, it's like you are gay. Somebody say, I say, even if I'm gay, and so what? We keep shying away from this because of the nonsense they have taught us. We don't consider other people. We don't consider other people's feeling but our own. We don't consider other people's happiness but our own. And if you don't belong to our crib, if you don't belong to our circle, you are evil. You don't supposed to leave. That is nonsense. Can't you see we are not sleeping on the same bed? Everybody sleep in their bed. We don't sleep in the same way. Even a sleeping position, we don't sleep the same way. Understand the difference. Enjoy. There is diversity in this life. And we are all included. Everybody is not tall. We are not of the same size or height. We are different. That doesn't mean we are no longer who we are. Like Africans, we remain nature. In nature, you see difference, diversity everywhere, but you still, all of them are part of the nature. So let me throw more light to you why marriage is evil. For those of you that still asking me, like when they read how they say it depends. What do you mean marriage is evil? It depends on how you see it. No. Evil is evil. Marriage is evil. It's anti-nature. That's what I mean. And there's no way you spin it that marriage is not anti-evil. Whether it's a straight marriage or gay marriage, bisexual marriage, animism marriage, people marrying tree, people marrying animals, all of them are doing the same thing. All of them. So we need to consider this. I want to try to point us to that direction for us to have a rethink, especially black men, African men, black men, African men. We don't supposed to support slavery, no matter what. Majority of us support slavery through marriage because that's our culture, that's our tradition, that's how we met it. You know, how can you have a family without marriage? What are you saying? You are living before marriage. Before you say you are married, there was time you were not married, and you were living your life. You are also having sex. Some of you even have children without marriage. How is this hard when somebody like myself point you to the slavery of this? We still have tribe in this world that does not practice slavery or marriage. We still have tribe as we speak. You can Google it. It's not everybody in this world that practice slavery, yet they have family. Quote unquote. Family. Family. You can decide to be with somebody forever. That's both of you. You choose to live like that. That's your life. You don't need to be married to live with somebody. You don't need to be married to have children. Marriage forces people into relationship they don't like. You have seen many people that they have everything they need in life, like they have hustled, achieved many things, they have money, they have their own life going on well. But one thing bothering them, I'm not married. I must marry. I must get married. I need a man in my life. I need a woman to be the mother of my children. That's another point. They always need a woman to be the mother of their children. Why the children belongs to the woman, biologically, naturally. A man cannot bear children. A man cannot have children. No man can have children. It's women that have children. Learn it from animals. If you don't want to learn from me, learn it from animals. If you don't want to listen to yourself, look at the animals. You men that want to marry women, you will not allow women to marry you. Because it's all about possessing women, subjugating women. And you'll be like, oh, I'm providing for my wife. Stupid. Is providing for your wife is like providing for your goat. You know you will still eat it. The goat is there to serve you, not you serving the goat. You pretend to serve the goat. You pretend to provide for the goat. But you know the final goal, having that goat, is to actually benefit you. You don't care about the feelings of that goat. The reason why you don't want that goat to get sick is because you want to, the benefit or the profit you want to make of that goat. That's the same way we are treating women in marriage. Some of you will be like some of you in America will be like, no, you don't know what you are saying. America is not practicing marriage. Developed countries no longer practice marriage. What they practice is partnership. Although they call it marriage, but it's not a marriage. The man is the master. The woman is the slave. That's the real marriage. The woman and her children are slaves to the man. Why is marriage evil? Because there is no reason for anyone to own another person. A man shouldn't own any woman, and a woman shouldn't own any man. Even if you call it gay marriage or whatever marriage, you're not supposed to own any person. You're not supposed to. The same way you own a goat, the same way you own a sheep, the same way you own a cat, the same way you own a dog. You own your fellow human being. You decide how they live. You decide where they go. You decide the type of work they do. Because you call it marriage. Now, sometimes when I quote Bible, our people think I'm quoting the Bible as my authority. As no, I'm just quoting it to see that they copied that content from how people were living. People have been doing marriage before Bible was written. But understand, it's slavery. It's slavery. Going to buy somebody else the same way you buy a goat. That's how it's done in marriage. A man must buy a woman. So if it's where they practice polyandry, the woman must buy a man. Slavery is nothing. For if you support marriage, why are you against slave trade or slavery in the first place? You support marriage. It's the same thing. The same thing you do in slave trade is what you do in marriage. Real marriage. I don't mean all this fake marriage they're having today. People claiming to be something they are not, just because the society has made it a law. Because that's how they change us, through law. They change us through law. They make laws. This law. Remember, there was time marijuana was contraband. Like, it's against the law for you to smoke weed. But you see, those people that gave us that law, they change it again. Abi? They tell you now, no, you can smoke now. It's no longer illegal. You know? But you know how many lives that have been locked up, destroyed through that law they made. They change people's life against them just because of the law. If you don't obey that law, you go to jail. So you have to obey. You have no other option than to obey. It's like somebody saying, oh, I'm married. And marriage is by choice. No marriage is by choice. The law established marriage. And the purpose of establishing it is for some people to be owing some others, buying them as their slaves, using them. And to the extent they made women see that, okay, it's nice for you to be under a man. But understand the foundation of it, the lie they used to convince women to be under men. Understand the lies they used to convince women to remain under men. But if you can see what is happening in marriages, you will find out even women themselves don't accept that. No matter how you are providing for them, you know, something must happen to show you she's not happy being under you as a man. She's not. Although she's there because society, what is the family pressure, all that. So she remained there. Even you see a woman that is making more than a man, stay under the man. You hardly see any man that is making more than a woman that remain under a woman. You can never see it, especially in Africa. If you have seen one, show me. If you have seen one, show me. Imagine they tell you, oh, you're supposed to be under a man because the woman deceived man. Man fell. And God ordained it that the woman must remain under the man so that the man will be controlling the woman. Her desire will be for the man. That means all her dreams, all her visions, whatever potential she has, he said it must be for the man. It's there, Genesis chapter 3, verse 16. Very evil. Very evil. There is no wise woman that will believe in God. They believe in God, but they will not continue. After they read like Bible, Quran, or Torah, all those holy texts, whether it's the one written by the Egyptians or the one written by the Europeans, all of them suppress women or subjugated women, subdue women, put women under. And it is called marriage. Actually, I'm talking out of experience too, because I was once married too, or twice married. So, and that's the same. That's the reason why I had problem in that marriage, because I was expecting her to be as wife. But you can't be a wife to a man and also a wife to Jesus or to God, and that marriage or relationship not have problem. You cannot be married to imaginary being and real being and expect peace. No, it's impossible. That's why they tell you, like, cast out devils. Because they know there must be war, there must be resistance, because it's confusion too. Okay. So he said that even the pain a woman is having is due to cause God to cause a woman. How can you worship somebody that caused you? Think about it. Even a parent that caused you, you abandon them too, the same way they abandon you, because for your parents to cause you, they will first abandon you. Then you want me to beg a parent that abandoned me, curse me, for what? I have to be coward to believe that or to continue with such parent. No. You abandon me, I abandon you. You get back to me, I can give back to you too. Understand nature is that simple. Nobody was born or is born to be your master, to control you, to tell you how to live. If you people gather together to live together, and both of you decide how to live. There are a lot of women here. Some of them are single mothers, they are not married, right? So, and they are doing well. So some men will approach them and say, marriage. The woman says, okay, let's talk about it. It's going to be 50-50. Most men run away from it. Before you see a man that accepts that 50-50, he must have another ulterior motive. Maybe he just want to get by through the money the woman is making. But he must have side chick somewhere. he must have another plan. Don't worry, time is coming. You know, that in America now, you know, divorce is like granite. Or easier than even granite. So understand, no matter how you try to define marriage, it is evil. It is evil that have been globally accepted as the right way to live. It's not the right way to live. Owing another person, being a master over another person is evil. It's evil. You must be so stupid and so dumb to accept slavery, to be under somebody else. Think about it, my people. But the reason why it seems like this thing is rooted, because our parents raised us like that. Proverbs 22:6. That's how they train us. They train us to be slaves and to live like slaves. That's why they tell you obey, obey, obey. Wife, obey your husband. Children, obey your parents. In the Lord. And you see this evil going on. It seems like, oh, men now think that they cannot have children except they get married. Because without marriage, the man cannot claim the children. The man cannot, I don't know about your family, but it's in my family too. Like, my sister had a child without marriage, right? The father is still alive. When they said the man one day, I said, give him the baby then. Is somebody else also tell me, I said, give that baby to the man, because that is the system we are in. Unless you have what it takes to take care of that baby. But if not, the system made it that it is the responsibility of the man to take care of the mother of his children. Although he's not the one that bear those children, he only deposited sperm into the woman. That's all. And the sperm can be deposited into the woman even without a man these days. You can see that. Okay, but they made up all these things. That's why in Africa, for example, men go through a lot to get married. Because that's when they pay all that bride price, marriage, they call it marital rights. Something like that. After they finish, it's done. The woman and her children, whatever she will achieve in this world, belong to that man. The woman will never go back to her own house. She must remain and die in that man's house. That is marriage for you. You may like it, but you see, people that support marriage, they hate, like men that support marriage, they hate being under another people. Why are we black people fighting to free ourselves from under white supremacy? Because it's slavery. It's slavery. White people ruling over us is slavery. White people being our masters is slavery. That's why we are fighting. Freedom fighters are the why. Slavery. We don't like suffering for somebody else, serving somebody else. And the person is benefiting more than us from our sweat, from our services. Although we're not supposed to be serving. We're supposed to be living. But look at the system we are in. You can't be against slavery and embrace marriage. You can't. You have to know that they are the same thing. in different forms. Both of them are slavery. Look at the place again that if a wise woman will read and think and, abandon everything God, everything spirituality, everything religion for her sanity and freedom. Read Exodus chapter 21, 1 to 11. Then you understand better. First, if you read verse 1 to 6, it's talking about if a man sell himself to be a slave. What did he say? He said then that man living in his master's house, he said if he came alone without a wife and without children, he said when he will be living, he will live without them. But if his master, oh man, that is evil. If his owner, if his Lord, see why they tell you that God is your Lord or Jesus is your Lord. They are slave master. God and Jesus, wherever you hear God and Jesus, they are talking about white people. That's what God and Jesus are. Whether you like it, accept it or not. But listen, they say, but if his master married a wife for him, give him a wife, as Abraham did for his son Isaac. And some of our people, they copied all those things from what people were doing, culture and traditions. People already have the remove certain ones and add certain things there and tell you is the word of God. Their God. Save the man accepted wife from his master. He said when he be living, he will not live with them. But if the man said that he loved his master and his wife and his children, he said he loved them so much he will not live. You see another reason why love is evil. Love keeps you in bondage. Love keeps you in bondage. Love is just like faith. It's just like hope. It's just like humility. They keep you in bondage. Love is like fear. They keep you in bondage. Oh, because you love your master, because you love your wife, because you love your children, he said you decide you don't want to be free. Remember, they say after 7 years, you're supposed to go free. But when that year of jubilee or liberty comes, or freedom comes, love can make you to remain in bondage. Love is the only thing that will make you to remain enslaved. Love is the only thing. Remember, they tell you to love the Lord thy God with all your heart, with all thy bullshit. Love is evil, my people. Oh, you say love is what you do. No, love is not what you do. It's fake feeling. Fake feelings. If he loves his master, if he loves his wife, if he loves his children, though he has to reject freedom, his own freedom. Just like what is going on in many families today. Your parents don't care about your happiness, but their own happiness. Make us proud. Make our family proud. How about you? How about that person? Is that person making himself or herself proud? Oh, I want to get married because my parents want me to get married. My parents, they say they want grandchildren. That's wicked parents. If your wicked parents want or need grandchildren, let them born more children. There's no limit to how many children they can have. Yeah, I want the children will call me grandma. Born them, they will call you ma. Because you want grandchildren, you push your children into nonsense called marriage. See, do you know what people are suffering in marriages? You don't care because you think, oh, so long they have children. Oh, when and some people feel sad. Oh, if you're not married or if you don't have children, when you grow old, you will be sad. You'll be miserable. It's a lie. It's a lie. The most saddest and the miserable people in this world are married people. Whether in their young age or old age, they are not telling you the truth. Some married people never have sex for a long time. Although they'll be telling you, oh, that's why they're married. Yeah, stories. You know what it means to bring two people together to live together? Come on. It's supposed to be a natural thing. Because naturally, when you see somebody you can stay with, and it may be fake feeling too, but that's why it shouldn't be permanent. The solution to marriage is divorce. Because marriage is slavery. That's why divorce is the solution to it. And you say, no, you don't accept divorce. You begin to poison the other one to die. You begin to wish them to die. You begin to plan for them to die. This is what is happening before us in the name of marriage. Then he said, the master of that slave, because out of love, he has decided to remain permanent slave. He said he will take him to the presence of God. Come on, my people, God is evil. Everything of God is evil. Everything that has God on it is evil. All of them. No matter how you think, oh, you like it. Bullshit. It's going to bite you soon. He said, we take him to the temple. When you are hearing about ear piercing, it's for slaves. Free people don't pierce their ear. Some people, oh, no, it was our culture. Africans were piercing ear before white people. That's bullshit. The reason why we accept a lot of lies as our truth is because we don't know the dates. If we follow the date, you will find out that these things are strange to Africa. They are new things to Africa, including spirituality. Those things are not our origin. So take him to the presence of God. Is it not what they are still doing today in presence of God? Today is Sunday, right? Many people went to church where they pierced their ears. On Saturdays, they go to synagogues where they pierce their ears. On Fridays, they go to mosque where they pierce their ears. Some of them, they have Sundays, they go to visit some shrines, some temple to pierce their ears. They can't question there. Since I became woke and it's time to visit native doctors to gain knowledge, I have knowledge of what they're doing, I always question them. And the elderly one will be like, you won't understand, don't worry about it. No, what do you mean? If you explain it to me, I will understand. Take him to the presence of the Lord and pierce his ear to the doorpost. He remains slave within your house. From the presence of God to your house, that's how you become permanent slaves. Is it not what many people are doing today? From presence of God to their house, from presence of God every weekend, they remain slaves. I will never do that. I will never be enslaved again. Never. Although as a people, we are still slaves. But personally, I liberated myself. And I respect myself. Pierce. Now that's Exodus chapter 21, 1 to 6. Then when you read 7 to 11, you see another sin of marriage. Apart from the one your master giving your wife to have children. Because when you are slave, whatever your slave master gives to you belongs to him. Whatever you produce out of it belongs to him. Because it's your master. He bought you. So you woman that is married, they'll be like, how can you treat me like that? He is your master. He can treat you whichever way he wants. And the law support him, not you. He said, if a man, not even a woman, if a man say his daughter, children belongs to the man in marriage, not to the woman. The woman is also a slave to the man. So both the woman and the man and her children are slaves to the man. That's what marriage has done. So marriage make man slave master and make woman slave to that man. I told you that every law was made for man, while woman was made for woman in spirituality and religion, not in nature. In nature, there is no marriage. In nature, you don't belong to anyone. You don't belong to your parents. You don't. You are a living being. If they don't want to have you, let them not have sex. But if there is any people having sex, they must have you. There is a natural thing to give birth. It's not a gift of God. It's not. He said, if a man sell his daughter, that's what you do when you say you are giving your daughter's hand in marriage. Oh, I'm preparing my daughter to marry a king. Okwesireze. Oh yeah, my daughter is fit for the king. Bullshit. Your daughter is fit for the king. The king is a slave owner. And you say your daughter now, Agabuchionye, because of provision, what the man will be giving to you. He said if a man sell his daughter, he said she will not go free like the man, the son do. Is it not why I'm calling us? If you have daughters and the sons, all of them supposed to live with you. All of them supposed to live with you, have equal rights to whatever properties you have. Not selling your daughters away and keeping your sons. Why you have both of them? Think now, my people. Think. We can change this thing. It's in our hand. You can't support slave marriage and think that we're going to have freedom. You are joking. You are joking. We also need to free ourselves from marriage. You know, and that's why you see why we are suffering today. That's why we are suffering today. We are not free. Even women that are supposed to have been the one that will help us to liberate ourselves, we've subdued them. How dare you talk? If you want to learn anything, go ask your husband. You created that court, separating men from women. Oh, masquerade is for men. A woman cannot climb this tree. A woman cannot wear that thing. It's only meant for men. This is meant for women. This is meant for men. Division, which is evil. Division, which is evil. Why should you sell your daughter to another man, but not your son? Your son is temporal, but your daughter is permanent in another man's house. But you can sell your son to go labor as a slave for 7 years and come back home. But the woman, you sell her forever. Forever. Both as apprenticeship, you see our people bragging of, is part of slavery too. The Igbo people practice apprenticeship. They say, oh, you see, Igbos are producing millionaires, you know, through boy, you know, yeah. But you don't know his stupidity. You're producing millionaires, and so what? Do you have security? Producing millionaires, you don't even rule yourselves. It's strangers rule over you. But you're happy, yeah. You're happy because you went and enslaved yourself, or your parents sell you as a slave to another man to serve that man for 7 years. After 7 years, because the man will settle you, give you money, you will have your own business, have your own wife, have your own children. See, you become also a slave master yourself. You were enslaved to be a slave. And that is the life Africans are living today. Force on us is not part of our nature. Never. Nobody was born to be a wife or a husband. Nobody was born to be a slave master or a slave. Nobody. It is evil to practice marriage. I have a woman. I married her when I was a Christian. But when I became woke, I tell you, are not my wife and I don't practice marriage anymore. I will never support. I have a daughter. She's 20-something years old now. She believes she will get married, but I tell her I will not participate. I will never, directly or indirectly, no. If you see a man you want to live with, both of you agree, live on. You don't need any blessing from anybody. You don't need any parental blessing. There's no such thing as parental blessing or blessing. Blessing is a lie. Like curse too. Curse is a lie. Okay. So he said that. Also, but if the man find out, oh, this woman, I married her, but there is a fault, oh, you know, he said, okay, you can let that woman go free because you have molested her. Do you see how they see sex in the Bible? A man having sex with a woman is considered a man molesting the woman unless he marries her. If not, oh no, you're molesting her. So you have molested her. You have taken her virginity, as they always say. Then she will go out free without anything. Then it's also, you can also marry that woman and give it to your son. Hi. Evil, man. Evil, evil, evil. You give a woman to your son, the woman you married, so your son continue. Then the third thing there, he said that If the man failed to provide these three things to the woman, he said the woman is free to go. You see where the provision comes in. You see where Odogu comes in. When Odogu comes in, oh, Odogu, he provides for me. He said, that's nonsense. Huh? That's nonsense that people practice. Oh, because he's providing for me. Oh, I'm happy. There's no woman that is happy in marriage. There's no single woman in this world that is happy in marriage. They have get used to it. It's like when you go to some area like Agric in Lagos or Joe Lagos, that place stink because of the poultry there. The environment stink. You that just visited there, you can't stay there because it stinks. But people have been living there for years. They tell you, what are you saying? No, it doesn't smell like that. Because they have conditioned themselves to live with it. But you know it's wrong. You know it's not even good to their health. But that's where they are living, having children there. All of them grow. That smell don't move them anymore. My mother was born. My mother does not smell anything. My mother don't smell anything. It's not sickness. It's not disease. That's her nature. My mother don't smell. You can afford all you want. No matter what is smelling here, my mother, since I know my mother, she don't perceive any form of smell. No. It doesn't. But you see, she's so hygienic. She don't eat anyhow. If she look at you, you are not clean, she will never eat whatever you cook. That's my mother. You see, that's her life. No woman is happily married. It's only man that is happy. And that happiness never lasts because there must be problem, whether you like it or not. You marry her, she's dancing. You spray money. Oh, you give the family money. All of them celebrate. All those things, they are camouflage. Pretense, pretending to be happy why they are not, just to suit your stupid laws, your stupid culture, your stupid tradition. How dare you say that? You need to live as a people. Then why not make those people involved in making those laws? You make law for people, they are not free. That law bans them. If free people make law for themselves, and the law will favor everybody. It will be against everybody. That's how it's supposed to be. And it can be changed. You guys people have power to change laws. It is people that create laws, and it's people that must change laws. That's why it seems like America is better than Africans, because in Africa it's permanent. But America, you see them, they keep amending their constitution, amending it. To do what? To suit their present life or condition. That's how people are supposed to be living. Not this slavery way we are living. I'm pretending to be happy when we are not happy. It's just like somebody that goes to church or mosque. When they enter that place, they are happy. But do they know what they worship? No. But they believe it's true. They know what they worship, but they don't know. They are happy to be enslaved. You see them saying they're happy to be in the Lord. They're happy to be worshiping God because they are stupid. Say the man must provide food, clothing, and what? Marital rights. Who made up the marital rights? Men, not women. Every law of marriage, every law for women in this world was crafted by men, not by women. Women were not consulted. Marriage is not just like Nigeria as we speak. No Nigerian participated in creating Nigeria. It was the white man that created Nigeria. And they put those people together. Today, do they have peace there? It's impossible. The same thing happening in marriage. So as a people, we need to think and begin to know what is binding us. Why it seems like our slavery is permanent. But no condition is permanent. So why is our slavery condition seen to be permanent? That's why I'm calling us to wake up, so that we begin to free ourselves. A lot of chains is holding us down. And one of the deadliest chains that hold us down is marriage. So you see that in marriage, a man is obligated by law to provide for the wife because she is his slave. He is her master. The slave master must provide for his slave. It's the law. It's not nature. It's not nature to marry. It's not nature to own another person. It's not nature to subdue yourself or submit yourself to another person. It's not nature. It is evil. It is against nature for you to be a master. It's against nature for you to be a slave. Also in Ephesians chapter 5, you can read 22 to 29. It's talking about wife and the husband. He said, wives, submit to your husband in everything. Come on, think now. Whether good or bad, submit. 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 18. Not only to the nice men you submit to, even the harsh husband, submit to your harsh husband. Submit to your good husband. Whether good or harsh, no woman supposed to submit herself to any man for any reason. No woman supposed to do that. But that's what evil has done. And you see people suffering, thinking their problem or their suffering is spiritual. It's not. There's no mystery about your suffering. No mystery about it. He said a woman, a wife must submit to her husband as the church submit to Jesus. Evil. Evil. And you see somebody saying Jesus come to bring freedom to you. There's no place Jesus condemned slavery in the Bible. Jesus never condemned slavery. And we all agree that slavery is evil. It's wrong. But do you know the people that say no, slavery is not wrong? The slave masters and their obedient slaves. They say, no, it's good, it's good. He's providing for me, don't worry. Let me be that lazy. Let him be. I used to say, if I'm a woman, I will never suffer in this world. With this evil system, they force me to submit to man. And I like it when I see some women terrorizing men in marriage. You marry me, you must see something. You married me, I will show you pepper. And I support that. Because we don't supposed to marry each other. We're supposed to live with each other, just as we don't supposed to be training each other. We're supposed to be living with each other. Yeah, you don't supposed to train your children. You're supposed to live with them. That's why it's wrong for you to send your children to school. It's not that they're not learning the truth. They have been indoctrinated in schools. If you must go to school, let that person grow up. Let that child grow up so that he or she can be able to question whatever is being taught. The children are forced to accept lies as the truth in schools. That's why they taught us all those lying histories. The things they taught, everything they taught us in school are lies. And it was not for our liberation. It's for our what? Labor. For us to serve. That's why what they're teaching us in school. For us to get a job and keep living in the system. Follow the system, obey the system. That's why they gave us school. That's why we have school. School is supposed to be for adults. Adults. Not for children. Children that don't know better. Adults know better. Adults can say, okay, I'm no longer going because I don't like what you are teaching. No child can do that. Child is saying, no, the parents force him or her. Go. You must go. Said a wife must submit to her husband in everything because she is a slave to him. Then I think from verse 25, he said, husbands, love your wives. That's nonsense. Slave master, love your slaves. No. Slave masters, free your slaves. Freedom. Love is not freedom. Love binds you. I've shown you that. When he said because of love, you remain a slave. Because of love, you choose to be a slave for life, forever, because of love. Husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church and gave himself for it. How, a man cannot give himself for any woman. It's impossible. No man can do that. Any man that tell you, any woman that tell you they give themselves to another person, they are deceiving themselves. They are just slaves to that person. But you will see, at long run, they begin to show that I don't actually agree with that nonsense. It's slavery. As we speak now, there are some women that are wishing for their husband to die. And there are some men that are wishing for their wife to die. Because the other one, I don't want to eat that soup anymore. I want to change soup. Hello, okay. Our religion say no divorce. Okay, it's only death. Till death do us part. Come on, death, happen now. Come. Yo, you going travel. They say, I wish you safe journey. It's a lie. They wish you accident. They don't want you to return. It's just like those of us living in America and building mansion in our villages. Oh, you think our village people want us to come back? Our brothers and sisters there want us to go? No, they want us to be visiting. But saying you want to come back now to possess your possession, they will poison you. They will attack you. You see the young man, is it a Yoruba man, right? He was traveling all over the world, sending money to his people. The day he decided to go back home now and relax, they took him to prayer place to brainwash him, confuse him, make him mad. Making people believe he's crazy. He didn't send anything to us. They will deny you. These people are so evil. That's what marriage does. That's what it does. You think they wish you well, they don't. If you wish women well, don't marry them. Let them be. A woman can have sex with multiple men, get pregnant and live her life on. Men deposit sperm. They can deposit to millions of women. They don't need to be banned. They don't need to be, oh, it's only you and this one. Or it's only you with these people. Oh, yeah, you can marry 4 women. You can only marry 1. You can marry only 2. Bullshit. We don't need that, my people. Marriage is evil. You don't agree with me, look at your own life. If you're a man, you are married, be honest and tell us what you are passing through in your marriage. They will tell you, yeah, it's part of life. You go through that, it's a lie. It's artificial. Marriage is artificial. It's not natural reality, it's artificial reality. People created it for sole purpose of control. They want men to control women. Look at our problem today now. Because if you are holding somebody to the ground, you must remain there with that person. You cannot be free when you are holding somebody down. When you hold somebody down, you are there with that person. Till death do both of your part. So you marrying women, subjugating women, you're marrying and subjugating yourself too. Look at, do you have solution to your problem? No. Why? Marriage. So let us wake up, my people, and live again as nature. That's who we are. We are not what is written. We are not what is taught. We are not what is believed. We are nature. And we have the power to enjoy life naturally. Gordon.